Good morning, dear children. Myself, Mrs. Tanushree Burman, is here to take your language session. And in today's session, we will discuss something about tenses. I know you have been studying tenses since your childhood. But still at this age also, you will make some kind of mistakes which we have to avoid. If you are going to appear for the board examination, tenses play a very important role. Tenses is not only important for your grammatical tenses to change tense from one tense to another, but tense, if you don't understand the tense properly, the tense of the sentence, then you may make mistakes while writing the answers also, while attempting the extracts also, or framing any kind of sentences in now see, tenses are the form taken by a verb to show the time of an action or the state of an event. Okay, basically the tenses describes the time of an action. Now there are three types of tenses: present, past and future. Basically primarily your tense is being divided into three categories, that is present tense, past tense and future tense. Next slide please. Yes, now each of the three tenses has four forms as such divisions to show the continuity or the completeness of the action of the time. Okay, whether the action has been completed or it is in progress, whether it is still going on. To know the status of the sentence, further each of the three tenses, primary tenses, is being divided into four categories. First is indefinite, we call it as simple tense also, simple present tense, simple past tense and simple future tense. Then continuous or imperfect, okay, or you can say next is perfect tense, and last we have perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. Okay, like that again it is divided into four categories. Next slide please. Okay. Now see, this is a structure. They have given one example, but they have used only the verb play. Like I have shown a full sentence using the subject and the object. Here in this board, in this slide, they have shown taking only the play word as example. You can see that play, okay. You can see in indefinite present tense we have play. So if it is I play cricket. When it is he plays cricket. When it is she plays cricket. And if it comes to they play cricket. Okay, these are the various forms of when the subject changes, according to that the word play or plays will be used. Then we have present continuous tense. See, the structure is, am, are, playing. This I explained you while explaining these sentences. When it is she is playing, he is playing, I am playing, they are playing. If your subject is differing, that time you have these options with you all. Then when it is perfect, present perfect tense, has and have played. Okay, when it is he has played, she has played, I have played. Okay, depending on the subject, you will decide whether you have to use have or has as the helping verb. Okay, then present perfect continuous, has, have, been playing. She has been playing, he has been playing, I have been playing, they have been playing. I explained this concept earlier also. When it is I and they, that time we will use have. When it is he and she, that time we will use has. Next we go to past tense. Played, the verb is simple past tense. Played, then was or were. When it is he was playing, she was playing, they were playing. Okay, then had played. We don't have option over here as we had it for the present tense, has and have. Here had is for universal. For everybody it will be had. I had played, she had played, they had played. Then had been playing. There also it is universal. She had been playing, he had been playing, I had been playing. Okay, now when we go to future tense, we can use the word will, or there is an option you can use shall also. Will play or shall play. Then for future continuous it will be will or shall be playing, will be playing, shall be playing. Then it will be will have played or shall have played. Here also see it will be always have. Just remember it is not has over here. It will continuously be have. Then again it will be will oblique shall have been playing. The indefinite tense does not indicate whether the action is complete or not. In simple tense, okay, it is nowhere mentioned whether the action is complete or not. In continuous tense, the action is still going on. When you have continuous tense, the action is still going on, the action is not completed. In perfect tense, indicates that the action is completed, finished, okay, or perfect. The present perfect continuous tense indicates that the action began in the past and it's still going on. Since 2 years I had been studying English. Okay, the action had already started in the past, but it is not yet completed. Okay, next slide please. Okay, now we'll see simple present tense. Subject plus V1 plus object. See children, it is already the things which I had put up on the board. It is just for your revision. Subject plus V1 plus your verb expresses a general truth or an action that is occurring now. So the sun rises in the from the east. This is a universal truth. Yes or no? So that comes under your simple present tense. We use simple present tense for those kind of sentences, or some scientific fact. The earth revolves around the sun. Okay. Then expresses an action that occurs regularly or habitually. She goes to the school regularly. So this is her habitual action. So in those cases, I go to school regularly. She goes to school regularly. So like that, in those kind of sentences, we use simple present tense. Next slide please. Now present continuous tense. Subject plus is oblique am, are plus V1 plus ing plus object. This is what I explained you, isn't it? The present continuous tense is used to express an action which is happening at a particular time in the present or extending over a period of present time. Okay, so this action has been started but it is not completed yet. Okay, we'll just see an example. See, in affirmative sentences, you are playing. The action of playing is not completed. You are playing. And if I say a negative sentence, if I take different forms of sentences, in a negative sentence it will be you are not playing. An interrogative sentence, are you playing? In negative interrogative sentence, are you not playing? So these are the different kinds of sentences which has used present continuous tense. Okay, next slide please. Okay, now present perfect tense, the structure is given subject plus has oblique have plus V3 plus object. Okay, now see they have mentioned for has is for singular and have is for plural. This thing already I had mentioned. The present perfect tense denotes an action that was started in the past and has just been completed. So the action had started in the past and it has just completed. That time we used present perfect tense. Next slide please. Okay, now see, in this kind of sentence, I have played. This is present perfect sentence. Okay, I have played. Negative sentence, I have not played. Interrogative sentence, have I played? Negative interrogative sentence, have I not played? So these are the various kinds of sentences. In different forms of sentences, I have put present perfect tense. Okay. Now, present perfect continuous tense, the structure is given subject plus has oblique have plus been plus V1 plus ing plus your object. Okay. The present perfect tense is used when an action has started in the past and is still continuing. So, the action has been started in the past, but it is still going on. The action is not completed. Okay. Next slide, we'll just see an example. Affirmative sentence. We have been playing. Okay. The action is started in the past. Okay, we had started playing, but it is not completed. We are still going on. That is why we have been playing. We have not been playing. That is your negative sentence. Then interrogative sentence. Have we been playing? And negative, have we not been playing? So these are the various kinds of sentences in which I have used present perfect continuous tense. Yes, next slide. Now we have simple past tense. Subject plus V2 plus object. Okay, we will use past tense form of the verb. That is why it is written V2. Okay. Now the simple past tense is used for an action which happened at a particular time in the past. We played. Okay. At a particular time of action, the action had taken place in the past. We'll see the example. See, affirmative sentences, I played. Negative sentence, I did not play. Interrogative, did I play? And negative interrogative, did I not play? Okay. Now see here, there is one mistake made. Did I not play? It is not played, it should be play. Okay. Typing mistake it was done, sorry for it. Next, past continuous tense. Subject plus was oblique were plus V1 plus ing plus object. Now the past continuous tense is used for an action which was happening at a particular time in the past. So that action, when I saw, that action was going on in the past. Okay, it was in continuation. I didn't see the task completed. Okay, so let's see the example. See, affirmative sentences, boys were playing. When I saw them, they were playing. Okay, negative sentence, boys were not playing. Interrogative sentences, were boys playing? And negative interrogative sentences, were boys not playing? So these are the various kinds of past continuous tense. Now past perfect tense, subject plus had plus V3 plus object. The past perfect tense is used to express an action that was completed before another action started in the past. It is used with the earlier of the two actions. The simple past tense is used with the other action. Okay. Now past perfect tense, suppose I had played. Okay, in the past it had happened and it had completed also in the past. Okay, that kind of sentence it is. We'll just see the example. Affirmative sentence, Sheila had played. Okay. Negative, Sheila had not played. Interrogative sentences, had Sheila played, and negative interrogative, had Sheila not played. So these are the various kinds of sentences for past perfect tense. Now past perfect continuous tense, the structure will be subject plus had plus been plus V1 plus object. Okay. Now the past perfect continuous tense is used from action that began before a certain point in the past and continued up to that point. So past perfect continuous means somewhere in the past it has started and in the past only it was not completed. It is still going on. I'll just explain you with the example. See, affirmative sentences, Ria had been playing. Okay, negative sentences, Ria had not been playing. Interrogative sentence, had Ria been playing, and negative interrogative sentences, had Ria not been playing. So these are various kinds of sentences which are denoting your past perfect continuous tense. Okay, now we'll move on to future tense. See the structure of simple future tense, subject plus will oblique shall plus V1 plus your object. Now the simple future tense is used for an action that will take place at a particular time in the future. Okay, so I will play tomorrow, like that. It will happen in the future. Next slide please. Okay, in affirmative sentence it will, Ravi will play. Negative sentence, Ravi will not play. And in interrogative, will Ravi play? Negative interrogative sentences, will Ravi not play? So these are the various kinds of simple future tense in different kinds of sentences. Okay, next slide. Now future continuous tense. See the structure, subject plus will oblique shall plus be plus V1 plus ing plus your object. The future continuous tense is used to express an action which will be in progress at a particular time in the future. So this will be at a particular time in the future, but it will be continuous that time. The action will be going on. Example, next slide please. Affirmative sentences, I will be. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock I will be playing. Negative sentences, interrogative sentences, shall I be playing? Then negative interrogative, shall I not be playing? Okay, so these are the various forms of future continuous tense. Next slide please. Future perfect tense, subject plus shall oblique will plus have plus V3 plus object. This is the structure. Future perfect tense is used to indicate the completion of an action by a certain period in a time in the future. So by tomorrow I will have completed my work. Okay, at a specified time I am mentioning in the future that it will be completed, like that. Just see the example, next slide. Affirmative sentences, she will have played, negative, she will have not played, interrogative sentence, will she have played, and negative interrogative sentence, will she not played. Okay, so these are the various kinds of sentences in future perfect tense. Now next is future perfect continuous tense. The structure is subject plus shall oblique will plus have plus being plus V1 plus ing plus object. The future perfect tense is used when an action future. Okay, now we'll just see the example. Affirmative sentence, Raj will have been playing, negative, Raj will not have been playing, interrogative, will Raj have been playing, and negative interrogative, will Raj not have been playing. So these are the various kinds of sentences in future perfect continuous tense. So I think I have explained you all the different kinds of sentences. Okay, we have seen all the tenses in detail. You go through this, try to understand the structure, V1, V2, V3 format. Try to understand the structure of each kind of tense, go through the examples, and if you have any exercise, if you have any grammar book, please try to solve those exercises. And if you have any doubt, feel free to ask the questions. Thank you very much.